Are you a victim of the fires in Boulder County and are looking for a solution for a rental property? We've got some answers for you today. Joining me is Greg Batchelor from Real Property Management, and he's been through this before in Colorado Springs with some of the fires down there, and he's here to help and give you some ideas as to what you can do. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Rick, how are you?
I'm doing well, and I think we both are really sorry for what everybody's going through, and giving these people some options will really be beneficial to them. So what options are available for people? We didn't have a whole lot of inventory before this. What options are available for them at this point, Greg?
Yeah, it's a great question, Rick. And first off, just a quick shout out to everyone that's been impacted by this. It's such devastation. And so from the whole team here at RPM Colorado, we are so sorry that many of you have lost your homes and valuables and businesses and you name it. And so our hearts, our thoughts and prayers go out to you. So to answer your question, Rick, as people are looking at options with inventory so tight pre-fire, now inventory is just non-existent. My encouragement to folks is going to have to look a little bit further outside the proximity that you may want to be in. You may have been living in Superior or Louisville now. Now you're going to have to think about, do I find a rental property in Longmont? Do I have to think about Meade or Erie or jump across to Frederick or Firestone? Do I need to be thinking about Westminster, Broomfield, further down the Boulder Turnpike down toward Arvada? And so I know it's not ideal. It's not an ideal scenario to have to come back to work, to bring kiddos back to school, those kinds of things. But we've got an office down in Colorado Springs, and a decade ago when the Waldo Canyon fire went barreling through there, we had 2 summers back to back. One was Waldo Canyon, and then the year either before or after was Black Forest. And so we dealt with this 2 summers in a row, and we had a number of people, some of our own residents that were displaced during that time. And so the one thing that we saw for a lot of folks is if you're just flexible on your geography, there's options. Any of the marketplaces that I've just outlined at this moment that you and I are taping this segment, we have properties open in those areas. But obviously, right in and around the Boulder County, absolutely nothing for the moment.
Well, that's great that you do have options for them if they look a little bit further out. Do you have any other ideas for them beyond just the regular rental market?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we saw down in Colorado Springs when this happened a decade ago is a number of folks began to look at some of the suites-based models, your Marriotts and your Hiltons and your Hyatts and your extended stays and Windsor communities and some of those kinds of things. People found options that were there, that you at least have a kitchen, you have 2-bedroom suites, 3-bedroom suites. You can even do 2-bedroom suites that adjoin to each other. And so it may not be the ideal scenario long term, but if that means over the next 2 or 3, 5 months, 6 months, until another rental property would open up that does fit the bill, it may be a good hybrid solution or a good place to start for the time being, which is where I know a lot of these people are starting now, that could buy you some time until the right rental option does open up that would fit the needs of you, your loved ones, family, pets, you name it.
That's a good solution because obviously we're probably talking 12, perhaps 18 months until everybody gets rebuilt. Best case
Correct.
Scenario, and thinking about an extended stay for that long may be difficult to keep in mind. But if you think it may just be a transition into a different rental property as you then go into your get back to your home when it's rebuilt, that's a great idea.
Yes.
I have lots of people that have a basement, have other things, parts of their property that they haven't ever rented out. Maybe we need more inventory, and this might be a great time to think about that. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a great thought, Rick. And there are a number of folks. If you have a walkout basement, you have a finished basement, it's got a couple bedrooms and a bathroom and access, it's got a kitchenette area. You may have used it as an in-laws suite or an in-laws quarters or whatever for when the in-laws come or guests come. This may be a great window of opportunity to think about renting that out. It's a great window of opportunity. It opens up some more inventory. Even some folks I know are just renting rooms right now. Other folks have, accessory dwelling units on their, we call ADUs, on their property, and they may be using it as a home office. That may be converted into a bedroom. It's got a bathroom. It's got a little kitchenette. Some of those kinds of things. So this is an amazing time, and we watched this happen down in Colorado Springs those 2 summers in a row. It's really an amazing time where we watch humanity at some of its very best. Mm-hmm. When people begin to get creative about what they do have and what they do have that can be so much of value to somebody else, to another family member, friend, a friend of a friend, you name it. We watched the Colorado Springs community do that so well a decade ago, and I have every reason to believe that the folks in Boulder County will do likewise.
I imagine there are some people who go, yeah, but I don't even know what I don't know as far as doing a rental. Sure. What are the legalities? What paperwork should I have? All that good stuff. Is that something you can help them out with?
Yes, we certainly can, and we'd be more than glad to do that. Anybody that just has questions about that path, what that path looks like, if we can help navigate it, we are more than glad to assist in any way that we can on that particular front. And my phone number, my contact information is down below. Please feel free to call anytime. Myself and the team, more than glad to help out.
I appreciate your time today, Greg. Thanks again.
My pleasure, Rick. Have a great day.
You too. For more real estate news, go to retoday.com.